365 Days with Calvin for March 1. The Erosion of Trust. Therefore the Lord heard this and was wroth. So a fire was kindled against Jacob, and anger also came up against Israel, because they believed not in God and trusted not in his salvation. Psalm 78, 21, 22. Suggested further reading John 3, 14 through 21. To remove all thought that divine wrath was unduly severe, the enormity of the guilt of the Israelites is described by the psalmist. They believed not in God and trusted not in his salvation. Indisputably, promises were made to the Israelites which they should have assented to. However, extreme infatuation, which carried them away from God, prevented them from yielding to those promises. Trusting in the salvation of God means leaning upon his fatherly providence and regarding him as sufficient to supply all our needs. From this, we learn how hateful unbelief is in the sight of God. We learn what the true nature of faith is and what its fruits are. True faith is when men quietly submit themselves to God, being persuaded that their salvation is singularly precious in his sight. It is being fully assured that God will give them whatever they need. We are led to surrender ourselves to him to be governed according to his good pleasure. Faith is the root of true piety. It teaches us to hope for and to desire every blessing from God. It also persuades us to be obedient to him, even while those who distrust him are murmuring and rebelling against him. Furthermore, the prophet teaches that pretenses to faith, which are made by those who do not hope for salvation from God, rest upon false grounds. When we believe in God, the hope of salvation is speedily produced in our minds. This hope renders to him the praise of every blessing. For meditation, trusting God's salvation is the essence of spiritual life. Unbelief is pledging allegiance to Satan. How can we learn to exercise faith more consistently and to hate unbelief more profoundly? The reading for March 1.